be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the Thomas & Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds of middleweight action. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. Iceman's ring walk, just a cool, calm stride to him. Looks like just another day in his life. Janito's so alert right now. I mean, look at his focus as he makes that walk that so many fighters dread. But he makes that walk down to the ring just so very alert.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Iceman's edge is speed. He can get in and out, he can get you offensively, he can get away from you defensively.
Yeah, he has radial tires, and you got to take some air out of those tires. No better place or way to do that than go downstairs.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Takes a step back, then the counter punch by Iceman.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Iceman's defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches.
You need to keep that head moving.
Protecting his head well with his guard.
Good job, champ.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Halfway through this round. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Keep working the jab. Good, good. Hands up. Yeah, give him work.
Teddy, I'm sure so many times you've been approached on the street by guys who say, yeah, I can fight. I've fought a little bit. What's the biggest difference you've found through the years with the guys that think they're tough and the guys that are really in the gym?
Well, when they're out in the street, somebody's going to usually stop it, or you're going to pick up something, you can hit them. You don't have that, of course, in the ring. And also, maybe the most important thing, Joe, is you're not mad. You know, getting mad is like somebody getting a drink in them to open up and all of a sudden start talking. You get mad and you go after what you're mad at. You're in that ring. You don't have that. You don't have that scotch, so to speak, that you can shoot down and get those muscles going.
Nowhere close, that punch by Junito. Janito's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Good right hand. End of round one. Janito's got to wake up to the fact that he just lost that last round, and the reason he did was because he wasn't efficient. He wasn't accurate. Yeah, he was throwing punches. He wasn't landing many.
No, he's throwing them from too far away. They're too wide. He needs to shorten them up, get into better range, and use that jab as a finder.
You need to move your head more, okay? Side to side. Lean to the side. Boom. Counter punch.
There you go.
You gotta give me the double jab. You're not giving me the double jab. You're only giving me one jab at a time.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Nice defense. Good block by Iceman.
Keep working the body.
Well-placed jab by Juanito.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Keep moving. Keep moving. There you go.
Scores up top with a left. Nice strike after catching one by Iceman. Puts forth the hook, scores with it. He has his target. He lands a straight right.
Let's see some defense.
Not precise at all by Juanito.
Come on.
Halfway through round number 2.
Keep your head moving.
And a smart counterpunch by Iceman. Iceman's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Janito's left now getting into the mix.
That's it, baby. Good job. Good job.
Scored well up top. Up top with the right hand.
Go. Go.
Good flush shot upstairs.
Come on, kid, focus.
Last 10 seconds. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Joe and Teddy with you here in between rounds. A round in which, boy, he really just dominated his opponent. Teddy, he's got to think things could be coming to a sensational ending for him when he gets off the stool here.
Well, he's showing that to you right now. I'm looking at him right now, and he's starting to get up. There's a couple seconds left. There's probably 5 seconds left before he has to get up, and he's getting up early. That shows you right what you're talking about. He's chomping at the bit. He's confident.
And round number 3 is underway. Good block by Juanito.
Come on, kid, focus. Come on, kid, focus.
Iceman's able to avoid that punch.
Keep doing what
Good exchange. He fires back. Turns over that hook, and he does damage upstairs. Junito's left, working well that time. Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Iceman. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Iceman.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round. And a sharp counter punch by Junito. Iceman's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Blocks that punch. Iceman's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter.
Work the body. Work the body.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway, and you can't use him right now. He's a guy that likes to move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
Nice, nice. I need to see some head movement.
Last 10 seconds of round number 3.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
And round 3 comes to an end.
Relax, relax. You all right? You need to just... Listen, I need to see some counter punches, okay? Whenever he misses, counter. Jab, jab, and throw. Throw to the body, then to the head, then finish to the body.
Throw that away.
Interesting early rounds of this fight. Iceman's up 2-1 on your scorecard, Teddy. What do you like about him so far?
Well, I like the fact that he's busier, but I also like the fact that when he's not working, he gets out of range and he doesn't allow his opponent to win. That's why I got him winning.
Junito's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Parries that punch intended for the head. Iceman's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right. But now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Come on, man, get out of there, get out of there. Back to the body.
90 seconds to go here in this round. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Keep moving your head. Come on, keep moving.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Junito.
Side to side, move your head from side to side. Come on now. Get that head moving.
keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort.
Don't let him get at you.
Way to block there. Junito's punches just don't look like what they should look like right now, Teddy. I know he's thrown a lot early on here, but there's no oomph on them.
Well, that's the other side of it. There's always a flip side to a coin. The flip side here in the boxing ring, yeah, he threw a lot of punches, but they didn't affect the guy. Right now, I think he's giving in a little bit.
Keep working the body. Keep working the body.
You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he was doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I noticed is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
All go. Keep your hands up.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. And he ties up on the inside. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
I see, baby.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Iceman.
Let's see some defense. Come on now. Back to the body.
Unable to connect by Junito. Comes right back at him with a left hand. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. How about a return to sender with the left hand?
Let's go. You got to see that. Good job, buddy.
Nice work, nice work.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Just like that. Just like that.
He scored well after being hit himself. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. 10 seconds remaining in this round.
Watch the hook. Watch the hook. Come on.
End of the round is upon us, and we have a fighter in front of us who just looks gassed. He looks tired. Now, Teddy, what can he do to overcome that when this fight starts back up?
Well, first of all, this is where you search into those corners that you're not forced to search. Kind of like when you were a kid and your mother told you to clean your room and go into those little nooks and crannies where you never knew there was dirt. Now you got to start looking into nooks and crannies inside yourself. Places you didn't know were there before. You better find them. You better find them quick.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Back to the body, back to the body.
Junito's really making some boxing purists out there put a smile on their face because his defense has been stellar. I mean, so fundamentally sound.
Yeah, well, that's why he always goes rounds, and that's why people think he has an iron chin. I don't know if he has an iron chin because the chin never gets touched. He's a guy that's always going rounds because his defense is so good.
Watch the hook. Watch the hook. Come on.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. And he's holding.
Go hit him. Get him. Get him.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Keep working the body.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Junito's head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the aspects of defense could be such a big key to this fight right now.
Yeah, it is, and his opponent right now is not making adjustments. Matter of fact, he's starting to drown himself because he's going more and more head hunting, and the more he does it, the more he misses, the more frustrated he gets, the more tired he gets. He needs to make a change. Downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body.
Let's go, let's go. What are you waiting for? You want this fight? Then let's move out there. This guy's gonna win this fight if you don't take control, son. You got to take some control out there. Okay, listen.
Start of this round, start to the second half of this fight. First half of this fight, he completely dominated the action, Teddy.
Yeah, but you know what? It's kind of like they said in that movie, The Gambler. You know, they don't pay off at halftime. remember the guy wanted to collect his bets? Well, same thing. He's got another half of the fight. Can he be consistent? Can he keep his concentration? Can he keep doing what he's been doing?
Took a shot, now he gives a left.
That's what I like to see. That's my man. Keep fighting, baby.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Iceman.
Watch that.
He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, solid. He goes down. He has so much time now, he's going to be forced to survive. He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
There you go. There you go.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head.
Watch the hook. Watch the hook.
Now he ties up there. Halfway through the 7th round. Iceman's defense is paying off now. Blocks the headshot. Good, strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one. Carries that punch away.
Hey, man, come on now. Keep your feet moving. Come on now.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Keep working the body.
Janito's well off the mark that time. Able to dismiss that body shot. 10 seconds to go in the 7th.
You gotta protect yourself.
And round 7 comes to an end.
Hear me? Not stop. You gotta keep working. You can get ahead, but you have to keep working right now, baby.
You gotta watch the water in the corner.
Don't let him breathe. He's hurt. Get him in this round. Come on.
Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into him without throwing a punch. Listen.
This has been a good-looking fight here as we start round number 8. Junito's done a good job. He's got the lead on your scorecard. However, he has gotten hit tonight. Teddy, he could use to sharpen up that defense.
Yeah, well, you know what he's doing wrong? He's giving opportunities. That's a good point, Joe. He's giving opportunities to his opponent because he's covering up, putting those earmuffs on too much. And when he does that, he handcuffs himself, and his opponent's taking advantage.
Work the body. Work the body, kid. That's right. Body shots. Body shots. Boy, keep swinging, baby.
That was not well targeted by Junito. Janito's showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good because you have to go with what you have. You know,
he is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Iceman's gaining big shot. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time.
One, two, three, four, five.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
you're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. look at him. He does not look good on the back end of that hook coming home. So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself a bit. Do you go after it? Do you get super aggressive here, having had your man hurt? Or do you still have to employ a certain amount of caution?
It's kind of like being at the carnival. You know, you just hit the bullseye and you got that big stuffed animal you can give to your wife or your girlfriend. But now he doesn't want you to go away with that.
Oh, no.
No. He tells you, wait a minute, try again. You could trade that in for something even bigger. But you might lose the one you have already. That's the question.
Winning this fight, but do not get lazy. It's over.
As we start a new round, Teddy, this seems basically hopeless for him. He's been knocked down numerous times tonight.
Well, you never know. I mean, you go back to the 1980 Olympics, and of course you have that great call, do you believe in miracles? The only thing, nobody was punching that hockey team in the face.
Come up! Come up!
Nice block by Juanito. Now hugging on the inside. Iceman's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored.
Keep your hands up.
Janito's swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Teddy, what's the one thing that shows you a fighter like this is recovered? That a guy who was just knocked down in the last round now comes out for the next round and is fine.
Well, the first thing I look at is, does he behave the way that he normally behaves? You know, is he a guy that all of a sudden starts running at his opponent and that's not his kind of style? That tells me he's still hurt. That tells me he's still a little drunk.
Halfway through the 9th round.
Keep working, keep. Good job, champ. Move.
Off the target by Juanito.
Keep your head moving.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight.
Let's
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Halfway through round 10.
Nice work, nice work, nice work.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
That's okay. Let it go, let it go.
Good job protecting himself.
Defense, we need to see some more defense.
Janito's got to be careful here, Teddy, because he can't stay like this. Yes, he's throwing punches, but not being effective at all.
No, he's not. He's not landing. And that's bad for the scorecards, but as he continues doing this, it's going to be bad for his chin because he's going to start now getting counted. As time goes by, the more he misses, now his opponent's going to start doing the other part. He's going to come back and take advantage of those misses.
That's okay. That's all right. Now pay him back. Go pay him back.
Counting down towards the end of the 10th round. 10 seconds to go.
Nice, nice.
3 minutes gone by in this round.
The best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches. That'll keep them away.
Breathe. Deep breath. Good job. Deep breath. You're in control of this fight, but don't get careless out there. Keep boxing smart. Nice work, champ. Nice work. Now keep it up.
So many times it's not how you start, but how you finish. Right now, he's the fighter with momentum as we start round number 11. He's closed the gap on your card.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling I know how he did it. His corner told him, you know what, those 3 cards that you got at home, guess what, they're taking 2 of them away. You better pick it up if you want to get them back.
It's all right. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Nice block by Iceman. Fires right back at him.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Gets rid of that body shot.
Yeah, give him work.
Blocking that punch. Very good defense by Iceman. 90 seconds to go in this 11th round. See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by Juanito.
Yeah, baby, good work, good work.
And there he counters back against his opponent.
Get in and out. Get in and out.
Not much action. as he just ties up. A little defense turns to offense by Iceman.
Keep working the body. Keep working the body. Shake it off. Shake it off. It's all right. It's all right. Don't let him get at you.
Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. No, he missed that right.
Man, that's it, baby. Good job. Good job.
Janito's trailing in this fight. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But not by a wide enough margin where he can't accomplish the task at hand. His corner's letting him know that. You can just tell.
Now I want you to double up.
Don't give up on me. You all right? Listen to me. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go.
Here it is, the final round of what has been a closely contested battle. Janito's throwing lots of punches and not many are landing, but what's that old saying? Hey, you put enough out there, something's gonna stick.
Well, at least he's controlling the rhythm. He's keeping control of the pace right now, and at least when you're throwing, your opponent, for the most part, he's being handcuffed a little bit.
Yeah, I like what I see. I love what I see, baby.
You see him holding on.
Keep moving. You got to see that coming now. Come on.
Move, move. Come on, give focus.
Boom, left hand comes home. Oh, and there you go. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There's just no quitting this guy. He's been damaged, but still he's trying to make a fight of it.
Look, I love that about him. The fans love that about him. It's great. But he's got to learn when it's time to turn it off, when it's time to clinch a little bit, survive a little.
Halfway through this 12th and final round. Just a minute to go in this bout.
Back to the body. Come on, keep focused. Keep your hands up.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand.
Back to the body.
Last 10 seconds of the fight. Very, very close fight. But the envelope, please, will bring all the drama. Which way will the judges see this?
This is where they earn their money. to be able to pick the right guy for tonight.
So a unanimous decision win by Iceman. That's the way we saw it all night long. The judges agreed.
It was hard to see it any other way.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.